Okay, so this is just insane. So the gist of the story is as follows. So Demetrius Polychron released a book called The Fellowship of the King. So because he did that, he got sued by the Tolkien estate. But he ended up being sued by the Tolkien estate because he sued the Tolkien estate and Amazon. So why did he sue the Tolkien estate and Amazon? Because he claimed that his manuscript was what was used for The Rings of Power, which is the series that Amazon has released. They just wrapped up the second season, I guess, like earlier today or yesterday. So what's crazy is that basically Demetrius Polychron attracted enough attention to end up being sued by Amazon, or rather. So tell you the insane part? Well, the whole thing really is insane. And the reason why the thing is insane and why really your man needs to stop, like the sign behind me, is because really he caused this lawsuit himself. So really, when you look into it, the Tolkien estate had sent him a bunch of cease and desist letters. And that was because he had a book called The Fellowship of the King that he was like selling. So how he thought that this would be okay, I'm not really sure. Now, maybe he, quote unquote, thought it would be okay because he feels like the quote unquote Tolkien estate, they aggrieved him and they used his manuscript and they passed it off to Amazon. So that's sort of like the story. But all of that is really, really crazy. And it really ends up being not really a surprise that the Tolkien estate now is like, well, okay, enough is enough. And they're suing Demetrius Polychron. But it still doesn't really explain like how this is going to play out in court, because like it's sort of like a triangle, because he's suing Amazon and the Tolkien estate are named in his suit, and then the Tolkien estate in the state of California is suing him. So I'm assuming he's in the state of California. So the whole thing is a little bit of a mess, but it's sort of like interesting. I mean, it's interesting in terms of like knowing what's going on in the real world behind the scenes, but it's really just insane.